your chef and your cook. I'm gonna be your little stripper or your little thing when you need it. I'm gonna be I'm gonna be your hairdresser if you got hair, because I know how to do hair. I'm gonna be your therapist when you need to vent and talk. I'm gonna be all of that.
That's nuts, baby.
Don't play with it, don't play with it, don't play with it. Don't play with it. I just want a roughneck nigga on the tongue. You just wanna send me on.
Okay, y'all, welcome back to my channel. I know it's been a while. It hasn't been that long, but all my videos have been like spaced out or whatever or whatnot, so I'm congested. But I was like, I need to get this video out because my videos have just been so spaced out and it's time for one. So I was like, let me go ahead and get this video out. So y'all can pretty much tell by the title what this video is about to be about. Can you teach someone to love you? Okay, so with that being said, let's go ahead and get to this video. So the first thing I want to touch on is, should you tell someone or should they already know how to treat or love you? My thing is, it can go both ways. Yes and no, you should tell someone. And the reason I say that is because I feel like, yes, you should tell them when it comes to specifics, but there's certain things as an adult that you should already know, period. Like some stuff, no, I should not have to tell you. Like that's common sense. Even though some people lack common sense ain't common. I get all of that and all, but if you grown and you want somebody and you trying to keep them, then yes, you need to already know this. Let me see if I can think of some examples. Like, automatically, when you're out with your woman or man, you should introduce them to whoever you with as your woman or your man. You should definitely give your partner some attention and affection. Like, that's a given when you're in a relationship. And I know sometimes after being with somebody for a while, that starts to like kind of fade, but then that's where you step in and be like, babe, lately you haven't really been doing this often or doing that too much. And they probably don't notice because they've been so wrapped up in their own stuff or working or whatever the case may be. They may not notice that. So then that'll be where you will step in and tell them something that you're needing that they're lacking. It's not that they don't know, they just haven't been as affectionate or as attentive as usual because of what they got going on in life or whatever the case may be. But all in all, that's a given. You know, that's something you got to do and need to do while in a relationship, period. So that's one thing. I know some people feel like, you grown, I should have to teach you or do whatever. But you know, like I said, in general, you should know, but there's certain specific things that people like that the next person don't like. And they're probably going to love you in a way that they're used to loving, you know, but then it's some stuff that they may need to change, being as though that they're with you now, but they wouldn't know unless you tell them. So I feel like, yes, in general, somebody should know, but then like the specific things, more in detail, more in depth type of things, if you get what I'm saying, then yes, you should tell them, because somebody else may not have liked roses, but you do. You know what I'm saying? So anyways, let's go ahead on to the next thing. Before we get on to the next thing, I want to say this. It is a difference between telling someone and begging someone. Like, if you got to beg somebody, then yes, that's a problem. It's a difference from telling and begging. Because if I'm in a relationship with you, I should not have to keep telling you the same thing over and over and over and over and over and over and over again. You get the point. Like, I shouldn't have to keep telling you that many times over and over and over again. Like, no, we're not doing that. Because then at that point, it becomes begging. And why do I have to keep telling you a million times? That lets me know that you just don't want to do it. So, that's that. What I also want to say is, how we carry ourselves will speak volumes on how we want to be treated. It also goes back to how we carry ourselves. For example, if you want to be treated like a lady, you gotta act and carry yourself like a lady. If you want to be treated like a gentleman or a king, you gotta carry yourself as such. Don't think you're better. Don't go around acting or thinking that you're better than no one. That's not what that means. How you treat and carry yourself, that's how others are going to treat you. Like the level of respect and the love that you give yourself, other people will fall in line behind it. Like if you carry yourself a certain way, people are going to treat you a certain way. And that's even when it comes to people you don't even know. You'll automatically give off that certain type of respect, or that, or how you carry yourself. It'll automatically, you could just see it and feel it when you talk to someone, even if it's your first time speaking with them, being in a room with them. You could just tell. And if y'all don't know what I mean, I really don't know how to explain it, to be honest, but like I said, you can tell. So how you carry yourself really speak volumes on how to be treated, whether it's someone you know or don't know. So you got to really be careful on how you carry yourself, because you can't expect somebody to really respect you and you ain't even respecting yourself or your own body or your own happiness or peace or whatever, or your boundaries. Like if you ain't respecting it, ain't nobody else around you really gonna respect it. Like some people will, just because they're that type of person, but you got to really carry yourself a certain way. So why else I feel as though you gotta teach or tell someone how to respect you is because, also going back to how you carry yourself, when you carry yourself a certain way, that's showing people how to respect and love you and stuff. Like love goes back to more than just a feeling. Like love is the care and the respect and stuff that you have for the person, how much you really care about what they care about. You know what I'm saying? So that's why it goes. I also made sure I said something about how you carry yourself. Another reason why I feel like sometimes it's good to tell your partner certain things is because we can't expect our partners to just know everything. They're not mind readers. And if you don't tell them, they won't know certain things. And then you're over here mad at them for no reason when you never communicated with them. That's where effective communication come in at. That is why we must communicate. Because again, there are some obvious things that as adults we should know what or what not to do. Just like in a relationship, people know that you shouldn't cheat. Not saying that they're not gonna do it, but you know what I'm saying? But then there are specifics about people that you won't know until that person tells you, or the more you get to know them. And let's just say you've been with somebody for 5-8 years and they always liked this or did this, but as a person we do grow, and as we're changing and evolving and things are growing, there may be a new interest that you have, but he or she won't know unless you say it. That's just like, I didn't like reading books for years. I didn't like reading books. I just really got into reading the Bible and books. Guess what? I would like to have a book as a gift, but before, you could not give me a book. I would have been like, you wasted your money. Like, why did you give me this? Of course, I wouldn't really tell the person that, but you couldn't give me a book for a gift, but you can now. So, things change. And with that being said, you have to tell your partner these things because they are not mind readers. And then you're sitting around here mad for no reason, really, just because you didn't communicate something. And that's just causing unnecessary problems or arguments or misunderstandings, literally for no reason, that is avoidable and can be avoided. So just avoid it. You want to keep as much peace and happiness in, not just in your life, but within your household. If that's someone you're living with, we got to be on one accord. We got to be on one accord, baby. We got to be on one accord. Something else that I want to say is, when it comes to relationships, why well, this is kind of off subject, honestly, but not really, but it is. But you want to be with someone that can add value to your life, and I mean, give and take. You don't want to be with someone who constantly is taking and taking and taking away from you, because when I say this, I mean, if I'm with you and I gotta constantly build you up, build you up, build you up, which is fine, but so much of it, it's like, dang, when you gonna do the work for yourself? And at this point, you taking away from me. I'm gonna be your cheerleader. I'm gonna be your masseuse when you need a massage. I'm gonna be your cook. I'm gonna be your chef and your cook. I'm gonna be your little stripper or your little thing when you need it. I'm gonna be I'm gonna be your hairdresser if you got hair, because I know how to do hair. I'm gonna be your therapist when you need to vent and talk. I'm gonna be all of that. But at the end of the day, what y'all be failing to realize is happiness starts within. You got to do some work for yourself now. You can't be talking about, oh, he or she ain't making me happy, so I'm gone. But what work did you put in yourself? What did you do for yourself first? Let me say that. First. Because it's all about what you do for yourself first. You can't put all of that burden and that much stress and work, which is a burden, on the person that you're with. You got to do some work yourself. It always starts within, because your partner adds to what you already have. You can't literally have nothing and expect them to just keep building and building and building. Plus, this is another thing that's unhealthy. You don't want your partner to be your only source of happiness, your only source of peace, your only source of this or that. You got to find what makes you happy and at peace outside of your partner in your relationship, because that is very unhealthy. Because what if y'all do end up breaking up? Let's just say that, because not everybody stays together. So what if y'all do end up breaking up, and then boom, all your happiness and peace are going because this person is gone and you don't know what to do, and then next thing you know, you're going crazy. Like, it don't work that way. We can't do that. So anyways, I just needed to make sure I put that out there. But I hope this video was helpful. That's pretty much all I have that I wanted to go over and talk with y'all about. Again, tell me y'all thoughts down in the comment section. If you haven't already, make sure you subscribe. And hey to all my new subscribers, I see y'all. And if there's anything that y'all want me to talk about specifically, just let me know and I will. But yeah, I'll see y'all next time.